How to identify the angle between two vectors is the topic of this video. Now let's consider two vectors, vector A and vector B. Now can you see that the vector A and vector B are intersecting with each other? So there is an angle at the point where they diverge. So we can call this angle as the angle between the two vectors, and let's define it as theta. So the angle theta at the point where they both diverge is the angle between the two vectors, and yes, the point at which they both converge will be the same as the angle between they both diverge. So the angle between the two vectors is either taken from the point at which they both converge or from the point at which they both diverge. So let's look at some examples, and also let's note that the angle between the two vectors can be from 0 to pi. So let's consider this case where you have two vectors, vector A and vector B. So theta is the angle between the two vectors at the point where they diverge. So theta is the angle. So let's look at the second scenario. In the second scenario, you have two vectors, vector A and vector B, and they are converging at this point, and the angle at which they converge is theta. So theta is the angle between A and B. In the third scenario, you see that this is vector A and this is vector B, but the angle at which they converge or diverge is not directly specified. So what we do is we extend the vector A further beyond, so to create an angle at which they both diverge, or you can extend the vector B further, or translate it to the point at which vector A comes and converges, and define this point as theta. So the angle between two vectors is taken from either the angle at which they diverge or at the angle at which they both converge. So if this angle is not directly specified, you need to translate the vectors so that you take the angle where they diverge or the angle where they converge.
Thank you for watching Maths Tutorial Anand. Please like, and you can comment if you have any questions, and do not forget to subscribe to get more videos like this.